Welcome everyone, I'm Luke from Scale Customs. Hope you're all keeping good. This is what I had planned for this week's build, but unfortunately moving stuff around the workshop, I broke the screen. Absolutely devastated over it. I printed a load of parts off for this with a 3D printer and we were virtually ready to go into the booth to start spraying. But unfortunately this is going to have to take the back seat for now until I can source a replacement screen. So I've decided to have a go with this. Probably not the man for the job with it being level 4, and I've only ever built 2 starter kits in my life, but I've got to have a go with it. I've had a file for this model. It must be probably getting on for 12 months. Been threatening to do it, never got round to doing it, so thought, hell, why not? I'm going to do it. I'll pull the body out and I'll show you what I'm up to with that, and then we'll get involved with the other stuff after there. So, right, there we go in a minute. I'll tell you what, she's a big girl. Kit's lovely. The shell. Some lovely detail on it. So you probably guess where we're going with this. This is the Iceman kit. Downloaded this from Cult 3D, from Black Box. They've got some lovely stuff on their page as well. So please go and check them out. I'll put the link in the description if you want to see it. I'm not going to cut out the inner arches yet, or the plastic arches on the car. I'm going to get all these fitting where they need to be. We've got a little bit of sanding and fettling to do yet. Like I say, this kit is pre-scaled. All you're going to do is put it into your slicer, do the supports, and it's printed really, really nice. Tyres and everything. There's the wheels. They're going to look awesome, they are. And with them being in separate pieces, they're going to be much easier to spray and detail. We've got front splitter, rear spoiler. It's the full body kit for it. And it's going to look a beast when it's done. Another thing I bought from Pro Scale, so thank you very much for that. Little distributor, dizzying leads. I'm going to look forward to fitting that to it. And you're very kind enough to send me a bit of paint as well, so I'll try this out. I use 2K. This to me looks like it's base coat, it's pre-thinned, ready to go through the gun. Quite a nice colour actually. I'll definitely use that on a project in the future. So thanks for that. I think what we'll do, we'll get a bit of sandpaper out and whatever, just get everything fitted nice, and then I'm going to be using some body filler to bond all this in. Obviously we're going to be keying up all the wings and anywhere that this kit's going to be touching, just to for it to bond well. And then we'll go over it and we'll do all the seams, get that nice and flush, sitting well, and then that should be ready for a bit of undercoat. I might crack on, do the shell first, and then we'll move on to the interior and different things, and we can spray them up in the booth as well. So there we go, let's get into it. Enough waffling, as they say. This is a classic example why we've got to just do a little bit of sanding. These are just where the supports have been. We've got a little bit of pull on them, but they'll soon flat out then. We'll get that fitting lovely. So basically, what this here is here, should I say, this is body filler U-Pol. It's an easy sand. This is a stage 2. It's automotive stuff, and in my opinion, perfect for the job. This stage does get a bit messy. Obviously, as it's drying, you can always use when it comes out of the sides, you can always blade it back slightly. But this is what we're going to do. Plenty on. Now this does give you a bit of time to work with it, just to put it exactly where you want it. So we want all that to ooze out. Bloody everywhere. And just sit it where you're happy. That's about it. I'll just let that dry for a minute and then we'll start with the other bit. Right, so this is what we're up to. I've got a few bits of filler here and there on it off my hands, but it doesn't matter, we'll flat all that off. I'm just going to key up round the tops. We'll drop a little bit of filler in there, we'll smooth it all out, get the kit sitting really flush. We'll concentrate on what we'll put on at the moment, get that looking nice. And I'll get the block out and we'll go over with some wet and dry all over the car itself. And then we'll fit the rear spoiler. We'll smooth that in, whatever we're going to do to that. And this is going to be ready for undercoat. So I think we'll get it undercoated today, and then we'll concentrate on, we'll start building the engine and different things, and then we'll probably get into putting some paint on it tomorrow. Right, let's get on with it. So just gently just putting a little keyed edge just where the filler's going to go. Should get this sitting lovely then. Just put a little bit of tape just over the vents there, just stop me clogging any of that up. So I just feed some into there first. We'll pull back. Right, there we go. We're ready to get a bit of colour on this. I have undercoated it and flattened it back. A little bit of trace coat on first with the block, a bit of 800. And that's where we're up to. So, right, let's get it sprayed. That's the first base colour we're putting on. I've had to put the bonnet on for this. We're going to use a chroma coat now. Get everything blended in nice. Trouble is, if we do the bonnet separate, we might end up with a different colour, so it's best to put it on for doing this. So, right, let's have it.